Yeah, I wish the same thing as well. The thought about God is a good idea as far as people saying that he's all loving and caring and everything. The way these churches make him look great and make it seem like he really is in your life, that would be a good thing if that were actually true. But if you look at reality, that's not how things really is. Because people say that God is in your life and doing things for you, but you have to really look at things yourself and just understand that you're doing things for yourself. No one is doing anything for you but you. And if you don't take any action, nothing will ever get done unless you do it yourself. But like I said, just like, you got these holidays, Christmas and all that stuff. I like the idea of Christmas, but we all know it's man-made. We all know Christmas is man-made. We all know Santa Claus is man-made. But the idea of it sounds good. Santa Claus coming through your chimney and giving you presents if you're good or bad. If you're bad, you get nothing. If you're good, you get presents. That sounds like a good idea, Just the idea of it. Just the idea of God. It sounds like a good thing, right? Of course, I would love to meet that person. I would love to meet him. But if you've been taught about something for so long and never seen him, as you get older, you start to realize that it's not true. Just like with Santa Claus. You already know at this age, or a certain specific age, that Santa Claus is not real. That the whole time your parents was giving you presents. It wasn't Santa Claus. Just like with God, it's the same thing, people. You was taught about God all your life. Even to this very day, people still believe in God. As an old person, you still believe in God. But the thing is, you never seen him. You see? You was taught that he's in your life, he's doing things for you, he's making miracles happen, he blesses you, and everything else. He sends people into your life, all these things. But I can prove to you that's not the case, because first off, we all make a choice to do things. There's no one controlling you to do that. You make your own decision. You make your own choice to help that person. You make your own choice to give that person money. You make your own choice if you want to have that person to be rich, as in you might be a producer and want that person to get out there, and you hire him. And because you want that person, not because of God told you to do it. It's because you wanted to do it. You see, it's choice. We all have a choice. And it has nothing to do with God doing anything. It's us doing it ourselves. We're making the moves ourselves. But we give credit to something that we never even seen. That's like Santa Claus. That's like you giving all your credit to Santa Claus. It's all the same thing. You have to understand this. You really have to open your mind. People are afraid to open their mind because of what they've been brainwashed and what they've been taught. And they all live in fear. They live in fear to open their own minds because they feel they're going to go to hell. But they don't realize that they already live in a hell. This earth is hell. You have pain, suffering, people dying like crazy. People living unequally. There's no love on this earth. There's nothing here but just negativity. That's it. This could be a beautiful place, but it's negative. You have to understand that. When you look around you, what do you see? Negative things. That's all there is. It's just negativity. And things will never get better. It's going to only get worse. You have to also understand that if God that we were taught about really existed in the way that we thought, in the way that we were taught, none of this negative things would be going on this earth. We wouldn't be working right now. We wouldn't be going through hell. We would not be depending on money. we'll all be living equally. You have to understand this. But it's not going that way. And things will be better on this earth. But you have to understand, somebody is allowing these negative things to happen. Who is it? It's not God. You have to think about these things. God is not allowing this stuff to happen. Someone is in control of this earth that's allowing negative things to happen. Because the true creator would not allow negative things to happen. If you're in charge of something, of a company, if you're a negative person, you will allow negative things to happen to that company. If you're a positive person, you will allow positive things to happen to that company. So someone negative is allowing negative things to happen on this earth. You have to understand that it's the same thing as a company. It's the same thing as a job. It's the same thing as your household. If you're a negative person, you will allow negative things to happen in your household. Smoking weed, drinking, partying, having sex with random people in the house. Just doing negative things, right? Fighting, you might kill somebody over something stupid. Stuff like that. If you're a positive person, you wouldn't allow all these things to happen in your house. You have to understand this. Someone that's over this earth is negative. It's not God. You have to understand this. You have to understand that the God that we were taught is not the same person that you've been taught about. It's the opposite. It's flipped around. You've been taught about Satan, or whatever this person really is. A negative being, a negative person. That's what you've been taught about. But you don't realize that. That's why negative things are happening. You have to think about this. People say they're intelligent. If you're intelligent, think about what I'm saying. Because an intelligent person would actually understand exactly what I'm saying. Don't look beyond, don't look past it. Be real. Be real and think about what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying makes sense. So why are you ignoring it? Why you don't want to think about it? I'm not telling you to believe what I'm saying. I'm telling you just to think about it. Question your reality. Question everything, God. Question everything. Because I guarantee you, if you don't do nothing, nothing will happen. You can't make an excuse and say, oh, you have to do something in order for God to bless you. No, that shouldn't be the case. If God is almighty, period, do you know what that means? Someone having all power and everything else and create everything? That person should be right there in your presence. That person could not ever die because that person created everything, which means that person can't die. You should be able to see that person all the time. You should be able to talk to that person. He shows up in your face. If you ask for help, you should have that help with no problem within a snap of a finger or however he's supposed to do it, but magically. Things like that should be happening, but nothing is happening. The only reason stuff is happening is because you're making it happen. You're working. You're busting your ass every day to make it happen. That's what's going on. You have to wake up to reality. Understand these things. Now let's go into racism. You have to understand that racism, you have to understand this, why? You have to ask the question, why do white people hate black people so much? Just question white people. Question them because they know why they hate us. But you have to ask them, why do they hate us so much? They have to kill us. You have to ask these questions. Y'all doing the wrong things. Y'all doing it in a negative way as far as retaliating. This is not going to solve our problem. We have to come together and ask questions like, why do y'all hate us so much? We never actually asked that question. Y'all been asking the wrong questions. Y'all been doing the wrong things. But you have to ask the right things. Why do you guys hate us so desperately, so much, to the point y'all had to kill us, hang us, put us into slavery, have us unequally poor? Why are you doing this to us? Y'all not answering questions. Y'all not asking questions. Y'all just reacting out of anger. Y'all understand? Yeah, we all angry about this stuff that's going on. Of course. But also, Black Lives Matter. On top of that, you have to understand this, black people. My people. People of color. Whatever you want to call it. Because I don't say black. But, even though I just did. But, you say Black Lives Matter, right? If Black Lives Matter, why are we killing each other? all the time, pretty much every day. And we don't never say Black Lives Matter then. We don't never come together and say we gotta stop killing each other. But when a cop or a white person kills somebody that's black, people go crazy and say Black Lives Matter. We have to think about ourselves too. We can't just say, oh, you know, they doing this to us, so we have the right to say this. We have to focus on us too as well. Not just them, but us too, because honestly, we killing ourselves more than they're killing us. This is coming from a person that thinks. This is not coming from a person that don't think outside the box. I'm not afraid to think outside the box. I'm not afraid to question. I'm not afraid to take action. I'm not. But I can't do this alone. You see what I'm saying? If one person do it by themselves, it's going to take a lot longer. But they probably can make a change. But if we all work together, it will happen quickly. But I don't have that type of help. No one has an understanding as I do. Even though you all should, because everything is in your face. That's what truth is. The truth is in your face. But I just wanted to say this. Hope you all enjoyed the view, because I'm on top of the roof right now. And you all have a wonderful day. And what the heck was that? That was a big, huge explosion I just heard.